Well, let me just put a finer point on it. The Robert Deniro stunt blew up in Joe Biden's face. It was a complete disaster. It was a complete fiasco. But I think it's born out of something that's true about the Biden campaign. They are stuck in the mud or stuck in quicksand or however you want it, and they are scrambling for something to get them out of it. And the month of June, or here at the end of May into June, really may be their last best chance. They've got a verdict coming in this case, and they've got a debate at the end of the month. If these two things happen, let's just say Donald Trump is convicted and the debate goes however it goes. If on July the 1st, Joe Biden is still at 38 or 39% and he's still losing in the swing states and he's still losing or, roughly tied with Trump nationally, if you think there's a panic going on in the Democratic Party today, give it a month and then the real panic will set in. But I think the stunt and engaging in the trial is just part of this attempt to try to shake the ball and try to shake this campaign loose. It's stable and it's stagnant for the Democrats right now.
Well, David, it is remarkable because typically it would be a gift to any candidate if their political opponent was on trial, especially for paying hush money to an adult film star in the days leading up to the 2016 election. But for the Biden campaign, it has been something that they are very cautiously and thinking through how they approach it, because as with Donald Trump, how the electorate receives it and how it works for those independent, moderate voters is a major question that we don't know the answer to yet.
Yeah, I think that they were sensitive to the, Trump has made, and throughout this trial, he has accused Biden of being the hidden hand behind all of these prosecutions, including the one in New York, which was done by a local prosecutor. I always find it amusing that in the same breath he can accuse Biden of being, senile and incompetent, and then the mastermind of a national conspiracy against him. But I think that there is a sensitivity among, there was a sensitivity in the White House about not lending credence to the idea that this was part of something political, and so they've stayed away from it. I agree with Scott that there is a lot of uneasiness among Democrats right now, and they may see this as an opportunity to shake things up. The verdict will depend on this. One of the things that interested me about the strategy, though, and they're really leaning into Robert De Niro. He did an ad. He narrated an ad that they just released. Mm-hmm. They sent out a letter from an email from him today. Their problem is with younger voters. And I'm not sure that trotting out, I love Robert De Niro, but I'm not sure trotting out another octogenarian is necessarily going to solve their problem. I didn't really get it at all.
All right, so today, President Biden is going to be launching a nationwide effort to mobilize black voters during a campaign rally in Philadelphia. It also comes as some big-name Democrats. There's new reporting out that big-name Democrats are in, quote, full-blown freak-out mode over President Biden's chances for re-election. One longtime Democratic strategist telling Politico this: there's still a path to win this, but they don't look like a campaign that's embarking on that path right now. If the frame of this race is what was better, the 3.5 years under Biden or 4 years under Trump, we lose that every day of the week and twice on Sunday. You also spoke with Politico, and I will read your quote back to you for everyone. It says, New York Democrats need to wake up. The number of people in New York, including people of color that I come across who are saying positive things about Trump, is alarming. What are you hearing from people that's alarming you so much?
Well, Kate, there has been a rising red wave in New York going back to at least 2020. And the polls right now here show President Biden ahead by about 9 points. So he's going to win this state.
But you could say only 9 points,
yes,
right?
It's too close. And it has implications. We have 7 competitive congressional races in New York, more than any other state outside of California. So what happens here will determine control of the House. We cannot take working class voters for granted. We have to speak to the issues that they care about in their life. Democrats have to do better at that.
Is the